New Chanel, did they split, did they drill, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Vikings first down.
On the carry, it's Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions. and a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the ball after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On second down, Swift. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on third down, Eubanks. In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought
When
down.
you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you put some doubt in their minds.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Eubanks. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Eubanks. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up,
touchdown, Detroit! Kenny Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
33.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Tannehill.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
On the ground, it's Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
4 yards on
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
That's the end of the
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Lions 7.
Pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Setting up the screen for Cook. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
His kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done.
And this is caught at the 20. He is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw. Eubanks. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eubanks. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more.
To Jefferson on the slant.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to the air on 2nd down. Eubanks.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 17, it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Off the play fake. Eubanks throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Eubanks completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 12 at the 23.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Second and 10. Again, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Tannehill throwing again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Throwing again is Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Off play action. Eubanks. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
First down, Vikings.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
9. Brings up second and 1.
To throw on second down. Eubanks. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Eubanks. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing again on second and 10. Eubanks will find Williams on the slant. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 45-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Eubanks will find Swift out of the backfield. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Eubanks throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 16. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
At the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw. Eubanks looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Tannehill. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Tannehill's pass.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now it's Swift. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
For a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw. Eubanks. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now. Swift. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Eubanks.
everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, this throw caught left side, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Vikings first down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Brings up second.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tannehill. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point try by Bailey.
Point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 38, Lions 23.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Eubanks. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's third and short.
Down and 1.
From the gun, Eubanks. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down. Eubanks. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Brings up second and goal.
And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
The onside kick recovered by the Vikings.
On first down, it's Cook. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing now, Tannehill. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. First down, Cook. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. He just had 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Today's final score, Vikings.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they close.